wanna take it slow. Just wanna let you know. Ready to spend some time. I wanna spend some time.
Okay, so if you did everything right and everything is like complete and accurate, you get a biometrics request letter. So we did get that. We got that February 8, 2021. It means we passed the R10 checks, where the officer checks if everything is complete, accurate, uploaded in the right placeholders, you know, all your everything that they requested from you, you submitted them. That's the R10 checks. You know, make sure everything is complete, your application package is complete before they now ask you to go for biometrics. Now, when it comes to biometrics, you can't just go there alone. You have to get an instruction letter from IRCC to proceed on the biometrics. So wait for our biometrics at VFS Lagos. If you know, it's in Ikate in Ikoyi. It's in Ikate in Lekki. Very close to my house that time. So I was so happy. We went there and we did our biometrics without a hitch. It was nice. It was very fast, yeah. And they're very, very efficient at VFS Lagos when it comes to this biometrics thing. Those people who are in Abuja, there's a VFS in Abuja. Those people that are neither in Lagos or Abuja, I think they have to travel down, yes, to either Lagos or Abuja to do the biometrics. So imagine a family of 5 having to travel down from Port Harcourt, for instance, to Lagos or Abuja. Flight ticket money or transport fare. It's not easy. Kudos to you guys. You guys really tried. So we lived in Lagos. It was okay for us to, you know, do our biometrics in Lagos, and that was it. Now, remember I said that we got the biometrics request in 2021 February. After that, it was radio silence because of COVID. Cases were packed. Nothing was happening. In fact, like, there was no movement on the case. And I also ordered GCMS note, which is like the global case management system, where you see everything that has been done on your file, what the officer has noted about your application, if your medicals are okay, you know, because sometimes medicals can render somebody or a family inadmissible to Canada based on the type of ailment that they have. Very sad, but it happens. If the officer has any concerns, it might be noted at that point in your GCMS note. If it's not noted, then sooner or later it might be noted. So other people ordered multiple GCMS notes just to find out if anything has changed, you know, in the application. So for me, I ordered and I saw that, you know, nothing really was happening. I think we would only passed like criminality and security or something like that. Eligibility was not yet passed. My file was at Accra, Ghana, which is like the dreaded immigration office for everyone who's in this application in Nigeria. You know that Accra is the baba of all the offices. It's a strong place. Was I scared? I don't know. No, I wasn't, because whatever will be at the end of the day. So I wasn't scared of my file being at Accra. But our case was a packed case. Same with a lot of all of us, you know, that were in Nigeria and other parts of the world at that time. They were only attending to people who were in Canada, you know, at that time. They were only giving them PPRs, people who were in Canada at that time, because there was no travel restrictions, airports were closed, flights were not going because of COVID and all that. So nothing was happening. So we waited and waited and waited. Application was supposed to take 6 months. It took a year and 3 months. You can imagine. And you remember what I said in the beginning about wanting to have our babies abroad and waiting 6 months just for that? It turned into a year and 3 months. So it was just a lot, you know, to cope. It was too much. Like, it was just too much. But we had to be patient because we've already started, and there was no need to like rush into having babies just because people are talking, or it doesn't concern me anyway. It's not my business. Finally, things started to open up and they started treating files again. People started getting additional document requests. I got one in February of 2022, almost a year after the last correspondence from IRCC. And ADR was that's an additional document request letter. So that letter stated that the officer wanted to see my proof of payment from the workplaces that I claimed You know, they also wanted to see my 6 months bank statement, which meant that they wanted to see that, you know, we still have the proof of funds, you know, required to settle in Canada. Imagine after a year. They also wanted to see my, oh, they also wanted, yeah, to see what else, yeah, my passport, because my passport had expired. The passport I had on file had expired, so they wanted to see a new one. Like I said, you needed to have 6 months validity on your travel document, so mine didn't have that, so they wanted to see a valid travel document. So luckily for me, I already did it, so I already had it, so I just, you know, uploaded it for them. They also wanted us to redo our medical, which is the one that you guys saw in my moving to Canada video, the very first one. Yeah, the only challenge I had was how to, I think, yeah, how to upload my 6 months bank statement to prove my to prove that we still had the funds, because my bank statements, like I said, are usually bulky. So I got all my documents to prove my that I was paid, you know, for my work experience. I also got my bank statements like 6 months to so that all my salaries for those 6 months in those places were captured. I think I had to asterisk everything for the officer to see, you know, this is what I was paid, this is how my payments were, and all that. So the only challenge I had was how to upload 55 of 60 pages of bank statement to proof of funds, because they had to be 6 months on the dot. So that one I had sent through email, sorry, through web form. There's something called web form, maybe of communicating with IRCC, so I had to send that through web form and then send the rest, you know, normally. I also had to do a letter of explanation, because for the proof of funds, we moved some of the funds already to my husband's account, because we wanted to hedge against the free fall of the naira or something like that. Yeah, so we had to send the money there and started converting to foreign currency, and that was when they said we should have, oh god, these people, they stressed me. But anyway, we were able to get the money back, of course, because the money was still with us, so we got the money back and then we put it back in the account. And then even when I printed out my bank statements for 6 months, in the beginning of the, I think like 3 months into the bank statement, the money was still there, so it was okay. And then we were able to get the money back, and then I had to explain like some, you know, sometimes when you are working in Nigeria, they will pay you like a part of the money, you know, on the 28th, and on the 30th they not complete it, you know, those small discrepancies. I explained that also in my letter of explanation to the immigration officer, you know, stating that okay, this is my payment, is also part of my payment. If you add them, this is the full payment and everything, so that it's understandable to him or her, and nothing is like confusing, you know. So did all that work, we uploaded all that, and we started the waiting game again. So when it got to like 3 weeks after uploading all those things and I didn't hear anything from IRCC, I became very very paranoid. Like, what's going on? I've done everything that you guys have asked me to do. Please release my passport request letter, please. So I called IRCC. It's very difficult to call them, so I called them one Friday evening. I tried for hours. I finally reached them and asked them about my application. They said yeah, that they've seen the ones I sent directly through the profile, but they hadn't seen the one that I sent via web form, which is like the 6 months back statement that is not on my file. I was like, so what am I to do? Should I resend? They said no, there's no need to resend it. I should just wait. So I got really paranoid. I started sending emails. I sent emails to the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau. I sent emails to the Minister of Immigration. I sent emails to all my visa offices, asking them, please help me appeal to finalize the application. Finalize this thing, please, I'm tired. Finalize this thing. I got a reply from the Prime Minister's office, but it was a generic reply. I know. I also got a reply from the minister's office, but it was a generic reply. I think I sent emails to like some members of parliament, and I got like replies saying, oh, we're looking into it, we're going to work on it, blah blah blah. I felt it was generic replies, honestly, because I never stopped sending the emails. I kept sending emails. Even after getting those responses, I kept sending the emails. My husband had to beg me, like, stop. You're clogging stop sending emails. You're just clogging their emails. I said, no, I will continue sending until they answer me. On April 7, 2021, we got the golden email, which is the PPR email, stating that we submit our passports. Oh my god, you guys saw my reaction that day. You can imagine. So now I think maybe people are going to be able to understand how I felt getting that letter. All my shouting, running around, dancing. That was a really, really candid moment. I wasn't acting for the camera. I wasn't trying to be funny or anything like that. I was very, very happy, thankful, grateful, because we've been through a lot. And now you can understand like what is behind this entire process, because we wanted to have a baby abroad. And we had to wait, you know, for such a long time to actually, you know, for this to come true, you know. So it was just a lot of emotions for me that day, and that was how I was expressing my emotions that day. So that was a really, 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 really candid, genuine moment that you guys watched in the videos. The happiness was too much. In fact, what you guys saw in the videos was just a tip of the iceberg, because when I first opened the email and saw that it was PPR, I ran from my sitting room to my kitchen. I was just running around the entire house shouting. So it was even one when I set up the camera so you can capture the moment for me, because it was a very, very, very happy moment for me. That was what I even remembered. When I was about that, I remember that I have a YouTube channel, say. I have a YouTube channel. Okay, let us set it up. I was so happy, and I hope that you guys can understand now why I was that happy that day. It was not just forming for the camera or anything like that. All the process and everything you guys saw, going to markets, buying flight tickets, saying goodbye to family and friends, you know, what else? Packing our bags, leaving our house, which was very emotional for us, even though I didn't film that, because I was actually filming, like, I was going around the house for the last time and I was filming it, you know, so I was behind the camera, not in front of it, so you guys could not even see my emotions, you know, leaving my house where I've lived in, and in an area where I enjoyed living in, actually, except for the generator noise. But I enjoyed living there, and you know, just leaving the house, going to the airport, and finally landing in Canada. At the point of entry, you are required to have your passport, your COPR. You are also required to fill ArriveCan. I said I was going to explain what ArriveCan is. So ArriveCan is an app to download and fill information about your COVID status and vaccination status before you land in Canada, 72 hours before you land in Canada. So we feel that, had the app ready to show the immigration officer. I know people ask me about this. Let me show you guys. Ooh, child. Okay. You guys asked me about this green tag that was placed on one of our boxes. So this happened at Calgary International Airport. That was my point of entry where I landed. We were waiting for our bags at the conveyor belt at the airport when we heard the dog barking. So the dog was just barking. So we're like, okay, we didn't know that, because I always watch these what's it called, border patrol programs, and they usually use the dogs to check for like drugs or agricultural products or anything like that. So I was like, anyways, that is drugs. Somebody brought drugs, like hard drugs, or agricultural products that are not allowed into Canada. So for us, the dog bark even sat on our luggage. Imagine one small dog like this sat on our luggage, and then they brought the luggage to us. We claimed our luggage, of course, that it's ours, and then they said, okay, that we have to go into secondary. So this is the tag they put on our bag. It says hold for inspection. So they needed an immigration officer to inspect it. We went to secondary, which is not where everyone goes to. We sat there for like 20 minutes. We were calm, collected, because you know that whatever it is, it has to be an item of food in our luggage, so it's okay. The beautiful thing was that the immigration officer started by landing us in Canada. Like, he didn't even ask about why there was this tag on our bag. He started by landing us, like the procedures, where our PR card will be sent to, and all of that. We're not asked for our proof of funds, but please carry the evidence, because we had evidence of our proof of funds. Somebody mentioned that he was asked, when he went to his family and he was asked about his proof of funds, he presented it at the border. So if you are crossing the border, make sure you have your proof of funds. After landing us and everything, he now asked us what we had in our bag, which was in particular the bag that had this green tag on it. So we opened it. There was pomo, there was seasoning cubes, there was like dried vegetables. I wasn't thinking it was dried vegetables, it was seeds. There was some other like Nigerian food stuff, abacha and all those things. He picked the pomo out. So if you don't know what pomo is cow skin, but this one was really dried cow skin. So I didn't think it was going to be a problem, but it helped that we had all these ingredients in clear Ziploc bags and they were labeled, because the officer could read, you know, what we wrote on the items, you know, and could verify. So when we told him that that was cow skin, because he asked what is it, he said cow skin, he seized and said that beef and beef products are not allowed in Canada. Even chicken and chicken products are not allowed, you know, in Canada. So the reason the dog was barking was because of the cow skin in our bags, and so they seized that and it was going to be destroyed. Was I angry? No. What's my business? I've been landed. I'm a permanent resident of Canada. I don't care about no cow skin. It's not my business. I will buy when I get here. We got landed. He told us welcome to Canada. We were very happy, and then we left secondary. Very easy. We're not harassed in any way or anything like that. And there was another person that we came together with, and they didn't come to secondary, they went to primary. And you know, we came out of the immigration like checks, like CBSA stuff. We came out from there before her, because they don't have a lot of people, you know, it's not everybody sent secondary. So we came out from there. So our landing procedure was actually fast because we went to secondary. Yeah. So yeah guys, that's my story. That's how I moved to Canada with my husband through Express Entry Federal Skilled Workers Program. And yeah, today I'm a permanent resident of Canada. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you for your congratulatory messages. I am so happy. Please don't forget to continue to support this channel, because I'll keep posting about life in Canada and living in Canada. I'll keep making videos about that. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel for more videos. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.